have just joined us, it's the evening show. It's Andy Jackson here, my guest this evening on Foodie Night, which is Monday night from now on. Ian Nelson from Sunnyfields Farm. We've got Jen Laying, who's here from Cresson Creative, and we've just made, or just had demonstrated in front of us, ducker rolled eggs on a bed of wilted watercress, which is on a flatbread, isn't it? Which is, surprisingly enough, a watercress flatbread as well.
Strangely. Well, I thought I'd try and get as much watercress into this bit as I could.
Well, it is a superfood, isn't it? And it's just been sitting there in front of me now, and I haven't tasted it, but I can smell it.
I've been tantalising with it.
Is it alright if I lean forward and have a little go?
There you go. Whoa.
Oh, this is fabulous.
We've even given you eating irons to make it easier.
See, now what I like about this as well is that the egg, like we were saying earlier on, is absolutely perfectly cooked and it's been rolled in those spices. I'm going to try and get a little bit of everything here. And this week I'm going to try not to talk with my mouth full.
That will be hard.
Even though...
What I'll do while you're eating that bit,
yes.
we were just mentioning during that piece of music that that's very similar to the starter that we did
It is, isn't
on
it?
the TV competition when we did a duck egg on a portobello mushroom.
Yeah, and it was deep fried, wasn't it?
And we had trouble because their fat fryer wouldn't quite go hot enough.
Deep fried eggs, see, anything deep fried you can't go too far wrong with, really.
Well, not really. Although it wasn't easy though, was it?
It was very difficult.
It was technically almost impossible, but we did it.
We managed it.
We managed.
Nearly as good as that one.
I'm just going to have another little taste of this. So this is the egg, which is rolled in the spices. I mean, it is, I said the smell earlier on, I'm just trying to describe the smell. It's a bit like onion barges, isn't it? You get that kind of almost...
the aromatic sort of
exactly.
flavour. Yeah.
Absolutely lovely with the watercress on the side and the flatbread and everything. It's absolutely delicious. So that is it. The recipe, let me put this to the side here. The recipe will be on the website, wave105.com/Andy a little bit later. And that's ducker rolled eggs on a bed of wilted watercress on a watercress flatbread.
Marvellous.
Absolutely fabulous. And are we doing some more? Because I can see you unwrapping even more things then.
Yeah.
What is still to come tonight then?
Well, we've got our soon-to-become famous Watercrss sausages, vegetarian sausages, but don't let that put you off because they are delicious. And we're going to just make those very simply into a hot dog so you get the full flavour.
Now, see, the thing is, because Steve Powerful in the morning, he said, next time, Andy, you've got somebody in who's going to be doing some cooking, can you leave something? So I think it's only fair that we leave him one of those Watercress sausages for him to munch on for his breakfast at 5:30 tomorrow morning. Ooh. And Monday nights, Foodie Nights, we've got Ian Nelson from Sunnyfields Farm tonight, we've got Jen Laying from Cresson Creative tonight, and they just while we were talking, those fabulous Watercress sausages have miraculously turned into Watercress hot dogs, haven't they?
They have indeed. So we've put one in a lovely bread roll, and we've also put one in one of the flatbreads, a bit like a pizza bread.
Which has got watercress in it as well.
Which has got watercress in it.
Not that you're obsessed by watercress or anything.
Far from it, far from it. But if anybody does fancy getting Watercress sausages, they are now stocked in 14 local co-op stores.
Are they indeed?
Yeah, they are indeed.
It's funny how people are sort of picking up on healthy food as well.
Exactly, and this is fantastic.
So tonight has been like a vegetarian night really, hasn't it?
Although you won't have noticed, I hope.
No, absolutely. People are, Ian, we were just saying as well, people are always saying we're eating far too much meat as well now. And how about this, just 10 out of 10 for goodness, isn't it, tonight?
Absolutely.
I think that point we were talking about the meat, you know, we're talking about world population growing, and when you think it takes about 8 or 9 kilos of grain to produce a kilo of meat, that's a lot of land is being consumed just for feeding animals. And again, you know, vegetarian food's healthy, you know, especially if you're eating late at night, it's not good to be eating all this meat.
Could you just pass me over one of those sausages while you're talking?
We'll give you one and we'll have the other one.
They're sitting there sort of staring at me.
They're staring at you, winking knowingly.
Right, I'm going to take this one, which is like...
And that's also got a bit of tomato and chilli jam as well, just to add to the overall gorgeousness of the whole thing.
And for the second week running, we've got live burn cheese on, so we might get Mike Smales on, who is the cheesemaker. We've used him 2 weeks on the trot now.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what? I'm going to be absolutely honest here. When you said you were doing Watercress sausages, I thought they are going to be bloody horrible. But I couldn't be more wrong. I thought, how can you make sausages out of watercress? What else is in them? Because they're absolutely lovely.
They're not bad at all, are they? We refer to them as being tantalisingly tasty. Because you don't quite know what's in them. But basically, it's a base of breadcrumbs, mature cheddar. We've got some of Bookham's Fine Foods Parmesan style cheese. You're not allowed to call it Parmesan, of course. It's got some of Ian's bits and pieces in there. Lots of watercress, onions, garlic.
Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces. I was garnished.
Vegetables are hard to grow,
that was the garnish.
Just pass me that knife over. Well, I'm just going to cut a little bit off so I can get the whole the whole experience all at once with the
So
roll.
very simple. And it's just mixed together with a bit of egg to bind, and they're all, each sausage is individually hand rolled in our kitchen.
On the legs of dusky maidens, by any
Absolutely,
chance?
if it's at all possible, but they're a bit scarce at this time of year.
So I'm just about to have the whole enchilada as well. I've got some fresh tomato in there. Where's the tomato from, Ian?
Oh, guess what?
I
I said to
real
Jennifer
farmer.
this morning, I said, should I bring anything for you? And what did you want? Did you want live bone cheese, tomatoes and the red onions? And I got a bit scared. You opened that first one and it was a little bit more organic than I would like, but the other one was fantastic.
That's lovely with the peppery rocket and everything in there. Very, very good indeed. Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm going to
Shall
pass
we
that
have
over
a
so you
bit
can
of a taste?
have a look go as well. Just a reminder, if you want to see exactly how these things are being prepared, we've got the duck and rolled eggs on the bed of watercress. The video will be on the Wave 105 website, hopefully by tomorrow morning at wave105.com/Andy, and also the sausages and the recipes and everything as well on the website as well.